Hey, I'm David. Welcome to my version of the Scoutcrafter challenge to make a homemade screwdriver from stuff around your shop. Mine's going to be a little bit different. I don't have a lathe, so I can't make a cool handle like a lot of guys are. So I'm going to try and make one out of this wrench and some epoxy. So let's check it out. Nothing in there a lot. Let's try this box. So this is the wrench I selected out of the pile. It's a Fuller wrench made in Japan, and I selected this one because I do know there are some Fuller screwdrivers out there. So I'm going to cut it off here, and this from here down is going to be the shaft for the screwdriver. So the first step is going to be to get this cut off and then get this cleaned up. There we go. It's a little crude, but I think it looks okay. Let's get the handle made now. Okay, the idea is I'm going to suspend the wrench inside this. This is a water bottle I cut off. I have it silicone down to the base here, and hopefully it's sealed well. So the plan is to get this in there, suspend it about right there, and then fill this full of epoxy. Easier said than done. So I got to figure out a jig to hold this so that I can hopefully get that straight up and down. Okay, so I've got my jig worked out. I've just got a couple 2x4s screwed together here and got a piece of 1/4 inch plywood here just to make sure I had a good flat surface. I'm going to get this in here. And then I will use painter's tape and CA glue to glue this to my jig. And I'm actually going to fill this first with the epoxy. And then I can just slide this thing in, make sure I've got it in the middle. Should be good to go. I have no idea if this is going to work or not, but we're going to find out. All right, I played with it another time or two off camera. I think I've got it where I want it. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge getting this down in there. I should have taped it the other way, but I don't want to redo it because I think I got it really close. So I'm just going to get my resin made up now. All right, got my casting resin here. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, so I need to have enough to fill this. This is about half of a 16-ounce bottle, so I'm thinking 8 ounces. So I'm probably going to mix up maybe 14 just in case I don't want to run short. All right, now I'm going to do something I don't know is a smart idea or not. This is going to dry clear, but I don't want it clear, so I'm not going to put a little green spray paint in here and see what happens when I stir that up. I don't want to stir any more than that because I'm kind of hoping this paint will separate a little bit and just kind of leave swirl marks. But if it doesn't, that's okay too. All right, now the goal is to get this poured in here without making too big of a mess. I am worried a little bit about air bubbles because I don't really have a way to blow torch the top. I'm afraid I'll melt the plastic. So air bubbles are just going to have to be part of it. I don't see any leaks so far. All right, now I got to get this on there. Hey, there we go. All right, I came out this morning and all I can say is, oh boy, this is actually quite comical. I guess I had so many bubbles in here from the stirring and pouring process that everything just expanded and it's like it erupted, and I'm lucky I didn't lose the whole thing. Not sure I can salvage this or not, but I'm going to give it a try. We'll see what we got in here. I just have no idea what I'm going to do with this. Well, at least my silicone barrier worked out really good. I went ahead and took it back to the bandsaw and cleaned this up a little bit. I got a little bit of tape down in there, which is unfortunate, but hopefully I can get that out. So again, starting to look a little bit like a screwdriver. So I'll start with 100 grit. All right, I'm sanded actually up to 2,000 grit, so it's really smooth. I wish it was a little more clear. I think I put too much paint in it. I actually tried to polish with the Meguiar's plastic polish, and it didn't really do a whole lot. So I'm going to put a coat of clear on this and see what it looks like. The tip was a little too sharp, so I went and reground it, and I think it's good now. Well, hey, I hope you enjoyed that. It's my version of a shop-made screwdriver. It was a great recommendation from Scoutcrafter to put that challenge out there. I had fun with this project, did a few things I'd never done before. So I made mine from a 5/8 inch Fuller brand combination wrench that was made in Japan. And as you saw, I made the handle out of using casting resin poured into part of a water bottle. I had to do a lot of sanding, made a complete mess in my shop doing this, and I think it came out pretty good. It's not my best work, but like I said, it was fun, and I think it came out okay. Kind of got like a little marble look in this thing. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you on the next one.